Warning: the following video contains spoilers. The events described have already happened in their appropriate timeline. However, sharing knowledge of the future can cause changes to the timeline, and as such, the events described are, as of now, in flux.
Alright. That was a pretty good show. Got my time machine all charged up. Oh. Thomas, I know you use the set when I'm sleeping. It's kind of weird. Just make sure you clean up after yourself. Whatever. Anyway, I'm back. Door was unlocked for me this time, so I didn't have to break in. That's nice. So that's all set up. And once again, I watched Backlash early because I'm a time traveler. So, what we had here was a pretty good B pay-per-view. Like, WrestleMania, let me clarify. The WrestleMania that happened in the altered timeline was kind of piss poor, but I think I worked out the bugs, and this Backlash is pretty great. We had Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. You know what? Really solid opener. It's nice to watch Braun throw some guys around. It's nice to see someone who can match strength with Braun. You know, all the spots where they just like one-upped each other, power for power. I'm thinking this is leading to a match, especially with that like stare down that they did right before the running power slam and Dominator like combo not really combo, you know. Lashley had Zayn up, Braun had Owens up, they kind of met eyes, and then boom. Big dudes won against little mouthy dudes, which is always a fun little comeuppance. So yeah, probably a match down the line for these two. And it was good to see Bobby Lashley actually work. That's one problem with him being in these tag team matches. He's been overshadowed since coming back. We next had Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass, which, not the best use of Daniel Bryan, but I get it. You're trying to do a slow build while the main event is full, and you know, Big Cass is one of those guys who has talent. He just doesn't have a focus for it. And Daniel Bryan's a great hand to bring out the best in everyone. It was a good safe match. Safe by Daniel Bryan standards. Those drop kicks are insane for someone who has his issues. But good solid match. Nothing to say really other than, you know, Big Ass kind of just lost the bell lock. Yes lock. No lock. Bryan lock. Whatever. Carmella versus Charlotte Flair, with Carmella retaining the belt due to disqualification. Not much to say here. Well, yeah, no, not much to say here. It was kind of by the numbers, trying to prolong Carmella's reign while keeping Charlotte strong, so Carmella gets herself disqualified by hitting Charlotte with the belt. I really wish there was more to this feud because I think Carmella has something. They've just never really been able to tap into it. I don't think she's like a fantastic wrestler, but she can definitely... She has something. I don't know what it is exactly. We had the Intercontinental title match between Seth Rollins and The Miz next. And it was a good match. Miz has improved by leaps and bounds. The finish was obvious. The way they do the shakeup is kinda, it ruins matches. It made it hard to get into this, despite Seth Rollins giving it his best ever and The Miz doing everything he could to like really hang in there. They put on a technically fantastic match, but it just wasn't... It was so hard to really feel any of the moments, like the the near falls, the false finishes, because we knew Seth Rollins would win. Moving on, we had Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss, and I'm sad to say that Alexa Bliss won. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Alexa. Alexa is a really, really good talent. But to just end Nia Jax's title reign so soon after she won it and overcame the big bully, and Alexa just flips the script and plays the victim and she wins again. I feel like this is one of those Vince moments where he felt Nia winning the belt at WrestleMania. Like, Nia wasn't the right girl, but it was the right time sort of thing that Vince likes to do every once in a while. Like, she needed to win that match for the storyline, but he was never going to go with Nia. And it's really sad to see that there's still that certain standard that WWE holds a female superstar to. Vince still has that soft spot for the divas, and we have yet to see the women overcome that. I really hope that takes a sharp turn soon. I don't think there's a lot of places to go with an Alexa Bliss title reign right now. They'll probably give it to Ronda in a few months, and then we'll get Ronda versus Charlotte probably when she wins the belt back at WrestleMania, champion versus champion sort of thing, which will be a really good match. We had, next up, the SmackDown Tag title match between the Bludgeon Brothers and the New Day. Real short, Bludgeon Brothers won. We already talked about that before on the Raw review. Nothing super special. Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe was a hard-hitting match. It was real fun to watch. It's real nice to watch Roman Reigns get his ass kicked for realsies. It's really nice to watch Roman Reigns have to feel like he's overcoming something. And Samoa Joe is that perfect villain for Roman to have to try and fight his way up against. Sadly, Roman, he's not quite there. He's not... I mean, that's beating a dead horse at this point, but I just want to see something more out of him. Joe brought out the best in him, but the best in Roman isn't enough. Joe won. Coquina Clutch, really nice pass-out spot. And I just think this is furthering the storyline of Roman Reigns. They're doing The Rock Cena from when The Rock beat Cena at Mania, build up to Cena had the worst year of his life, and then next year at Mania, Cena beats Rock. That's exactly what they're doing with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, I feel. And it sucks, because that means another year of the same old booking, another year of Brock Lesnar being the no-show champion, and then we'll finally get the Roman coronation, and WWE can finally move forward as a program. And then, finally, we had AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura in their best match to date. Nakamura won. Hard-hitting. This match was a really good blend of their Japanese strong style match from New Japan and a WWE style match. It walked that line perfectly. I love everything they're doing with heel Nakamura right now. There's going to be a rematch. AJ lost the belt. Obviously, there's going to be a rematch. I hope it's no disqualification so we can add that one more extra layer. Highlights include, I liked the use of the cup. Nakamura doing the forearm, it having no impact. AJ Styles, was able to fight him back, pull out the cup, real cocky smile, throws it, stalks Nakamura to set up. Well, it wasn't really clear if he was gonna try the Styles Clash or the Calf Killer, but either way, Nakamura gets up, strong style barrage to AJ, Kinshasa, referees finally back paying attention. 1, 2, 3. Nakamura wins. Really nice subversion of the story, really nice twist to the storyline they've been doing, then subversion of the expected outcome of that twist. So all in all, a really, really great show. And I just want to say that it's an honor to have this power of time travel, to be able to go forward and be the first to witness these events as they unfold, and then come back and announce them before anyone else gets to see them. Shut up, sponsor from the last video. I don't care. And thanks for watching. Jeff Phillips, thank you specifically. Please remember to follow us on here on the Wrestling Rundown. Yeah, that's the one this goes on. And on Reasonable Wrestling Fans. Just follow both channels, please. We would really appreciate it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you thought of Backlash. Tell me what you will think of Backlash. Tell me anything. Just let me get to know you. I love you. And goodbye.